Tempting to just call this a zombie tale. And indeed, many ways it is, of course.
Facing a long, hard journey. Maybe even harder than I can imagine. I don't know what our chances are. Slim, I guess. It's all about slim chances now.
Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for checking in today. I get really excited about these videos because I get to have fun in these videos. I've been tagged by a good friend of mine named Bryan. He operates the Survival on Purpose YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the video description below. Awesome channel. I highly encourage you to check him out. Bryan tasked me in this tag video with what my top 3 picks would be in the event there's a zombie apocalypse. Now, I had to think long and hard on this. First off, some ground rules. This is purely for fun, satire. Folks who take life too serious, stand down, I'll talk you off the ledge. Don't go crazy town with, you could use a Barrett, or you could use this or that, woulda, shoulda, coulda, whatever. We're out here just to have fun. I picked 3 picks based on my skill set and what's in my wheelhouse. And I would just have fun with it. So what I'm going to do is show you my top 3 picks, and then I'm going to also tag 2 folks. So without further ado, let's cut away and let's get this party started. It starts now. My first pick for a weapon would be an edged weapon, and I would have to go with the Boom Tops Prather War Bowie. Now, for folks who follow along on the channel, subscribers, viewers, I did a review on this a while back. I'll leave a link in the video description below. This is an awesome piece of steel here. Made out of 1095 high carbon steel. It's a little over 12.5 inches long. The blade is 7.25 inches long. Has that nice clip point design. I love the handle design on this. Nice triangle pommel, so your hands aren't going to slip. Has canvas micarta scales with the Rocky Mountain tread on there. So if your hands get sweaty or bloody in the event of the zombie apocalypse, you are going to have good control of this knife. Now, what I like about this knife is that it's long enough to where I can slash, hack, stab, and still maintain some distance away from people that are infected with the zombie virus. That is very crucial in the event of a breakout, because obviously you don't want to get any of their bodily fluids, God forbid, on you to contaminate you. So this is going to be a great close quarters combat weapon. What I like about it as well, this is where it excels with the nylon sheath. It's MOLLE compatible, so if you're running an LBE that has MOLLE attachments, you're good to go. A little survival pouch on the front, all the good stuff. So my first weapon, obviously a knife, the Tops Prather War Bowie. Now on to number 2. Weapon number 2, my choice is going to be a bow. Now you're asking yourself, John, why are you going to choose a bow? Well, in the event of the zombie apocalypse, we're probably going to exhaust our ammo pretty darn quick. If you've seen shows like The Walking Dead or Night of the Living Dead, the average person's only going to have so much ammo. And then after a while, you're going to need a weapon that is kind of renewable. So at least with a bow, you have arrows that you could use over and over again. My choice is going to be the Samick Sage. Now the Samick Sage is kind of like the VW Beetle of bows. One, it's affordable. You can get the basic model for under 150 bucks. So just about anybody can get in the game with a Samick Sage. Now, you can also buy it in poundages of 25 pounds all the way up to 60 pounds. Now, this one, I've kind of doctored it up a little bit. First thing you're going to want to do, and I do this with every new bow, regardless of what I get, is I swap out the string. So what I did on this one is I put a Fast Flight Flemish twist string on there, and I put some silencers on the string as well, because it's all about stealth, right? If you've watched any of the shows that have zombies in it, even though they're dead, they have awesome hearing. They seem to be able to run or crawl, or they move fast. They move faster than people run, which I don't understand that, for being dead people. But they're able to hear noises and to be able to, almost like a GPS, they just zone right in. So with a bow, you're going to be able to take them out headshots and also hunt. Now, how I rig this up in the event of a zombie apocalypse, for small game, I don't know if you can see it there, it's out of focus, but I'm using judo points. And basically what that is blunt tip arrows that I could knock up and take rabbits, raccoons, possums, small game, and just go to town with it. For big game or zombies, I'm running Broadheads. Now, these are some old school 125 grain wasps. God, I ran them when I was a teenager. They just work really well. I harvested a deer with it back in the day. So I have a lot of faith in these Broadheads. And folks are going to ask me, I'm using gold tip carbon arrows. And I believe these are 8.6 grain per inch. And I have mine cut just a little bit over 27.5 inches on it. So that's the gear I'm running. People are always going to ask in the comments. Now, on here, I'm running a Bear weather rest. On here, I'm not shooting it off the shelf. And a lot of folks are going to ask me, John, why did you choose that? And that is a good question. I'm really glad that you asked that. The reason that I chose that is that I could shoot any arrow off that. I could shoot department store arrows that have the plastic veins on them, or I can shoot the feather fletching arrows. So it makes it dual purpose. Now, there's a lot of other arrow rests out there that are going to work fine. I found that this Bear weather rest, it's simple and it just works great. So weapon number 2, obviously bow and arrow, renewable resource. It works, it's quiet. Zombies are all about noise control. Got to keep the noise down. So let's go to weapon number 3. Weapon number 2, we talked about how zombies are attracted to noise. So with that said, a lot of people are probably thinking that I was going to choose some sort of firearm. Well, if you follow along on this channel, you know that I am an air gun aficionado. I just love air guns. So my choice would be this Benjamin Marauder carbine pistol. One, it has a shrouded barrel, so it's whisper quiet, and it's all about stealth. Comes in a 22 caliber. With an air pump, it's basically just renewable resource. And like we talked about earlier, it's all about rounds availability. We knew from a couple of years ago with the ammo shortage that 22 long rifle ammo was basically non-existent. And now that it's back on the market, I go to gun shows or even sporting goods stores. They're lucky if they have it. And when they do have it, it's anywhere between 70 and 90 bucks a box for 500. Well, with this, a tin of 500 pellets I can get at Walmart, just the little Crosman Premier hollow points, the domes, for about 10 bucks. So I get 500 pellets for 10 bucks. Just the cost savings in ammo alone is going to make up the price of this rig. So with that said, 8-shot rotary magazine. I put on a 3x9 scope. Just whisper quiet. I'm able to get around. If I need to, like I said before, harvest rabbits, birds, or take out that roving zombie, this is my choice. So that's my top 3 weapons that I would choose for the zombie apocalypse. Now, I'm tasked with tagging 2 channels. I'm going to tag 2 friends that I've known for a very long time on YouTube. First one is going to be Justin. Now, Justin just changed the name of his channel. It used to be Guns for Fun with Justin and Jenna. Now it's called Survival Mindset. I'll leave a link in the video description below. Justin, you've been tagged. Another friend of mine is Tex Grebner from Tex Grebner Outdoors. Tex and I, we were talking just a couple days ago, and we both didn't realize, we've both been on YouTube for over 10 years. It's just amazing how time flies. And we've been friends for a while now, so I thought I would throw Tex a curveball because this is in Tex's wheelhouse. So, Justin and Tex, you've both been tagged. I look forward to seeing your videos. Folks, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, folks. Now get out and practice with your zombie apocalypse gear.